Hello, how are you?
Yes.
It's Thursday, yes?
And what a horrible day.
What a horrible day. I was going to come in topless today to work and I decided against
Thank
it.
you, Jesus.
And I didn't even wear my shorts as
No.
well because everybody in the office loves seeing my lovely legs, so I thought I better not show them off again today with the rain. But you do know that skin is waterproof.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. There's today's fun fact. Your skin is waterproof. People worry about getting wet. Your skin's waterproof. Thursday, we go live tomorrow, but I thought we had to do, look, I mean, again, everybody knows me, I'm not shy about coming forward about getting my branding and everything else. Somebody's after giving me a compliment about not everybody gets branding swag thrown at them. You aren't doing enough, lads. You need to throw more. 2XL, nice and comfy. Anyhow, Charlotte, thanks. Seamus Oak, thanks. Stephen, thanks. We're talking about this, the beginning, and what a beginning to have. They've done it right, haven't they?
It's beautiful.
It is probably one of the prettiest presentations I've seen. I mean, it's stunning. The details, the attention to detail. And I know Shane Braniff, the owner, is heavily involved in the design of this. I know it's been ongoing for quite some time to try and come up with the whole overall layout of it. But it's just stunning. I mean, it's at its price point, I think they've got it right on so many levels. But I've been asked the question, and again, the lads out there are asking the questions. Have they nearly done themselves a disservice by having it so pretty? Nobody's going to open it. It's such a collector's piece. Yeah. It is really it's the definition of a collector's piece. I mean, it's pretty, it's aesthetically good, it's the inaugural release from them, it's the beginning, it's their first. They've done it so right, so many levels. You know, a 500ml a bottle of single malt, 500ml bottle of their pot still. We've tasted it. It is great whiskey. It really is. I love to see the definition of what Echlinville whiskey is. We all know the Cooley taste, the Bushmills taste, the Dingle taste. This now has its own identity. It has its own DNA.
And the single malt is gorgeous.
I'm actually the other way around. I do prefer the pot still. I think the pot still is a great example of pot still whiskey.
Oh no, it is. It's just I'm not really vibing with pot still.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the whole peppery, spicy thing just doesn't do it for me.
Okay. There you go. And that's today's lesson. Shall we end the video there? But so stop making your pot still. Katie doesn't like it. No, I'm only joking. And it is, and that's the great thing about.
It's not all pot stills, people.
No, and that's the great thing about where Irish whiskey's at the minute is that we've got the bloody choice.
Yeah.
We've got the malts out there. I think there's a body of work to do, and I was only talking to somebody else about this yesterday. I think there's a body of work to do about reminding the world that we make single malt as well. Single malt isn't just a uniquely Scottish thing.
No, God, no.
You know, I mean, bourbon in the American market, they're starting to make their single malts. But we've been making single malt forever and a day as well. And we've got some cracking single malt. And go back to Cooley, the old Tyrconnell single malt. I think it's a phenomenal whiskey. It's been the bedrock for every good age statement whiskey that's come since, you know, in the modern era. But we were good at making pot still single malt as well. But I think the thing about this one is, I mean, there's only 750 bottles in total of it being made in this presentation box. Some were going direct to the supporters, the brand, not the supporters, the retail channels that have been with Echlinville from the start, and then Echlinville again sold them themselves. I think it's more or less sold out everywhere. You may or may not catch a bottle here or there in some of the small retailers.
They're few and far between.
Very few and far between. Celtic are sold out. Irish malts are sold out. I think
the distillery
Fleming sold out. The distillery shop sold out. They're all sold out. So you may get a few bottles. But the attention to detail in it is just phenomenal. And you're after closing it up there. I just want to show this to people. On the back of it, there's the pictures in the photographs where, like, I mean, even the holders of the bottles themselves are not just a
No.
cheap, nasty
No,
thing.
God,
They're a
no.
real proper bottle holder. But it's lined down in the bottom. They're very springy, them doors. But it's lined down in the bottom to protect the bottle. And then you've got a picture of the Echlinville house and the barley itself growing in front of it. It's got the story of the place, the spirit. I mean, it's the whole thing. It really does. And the one thing that I love about it all is it's telling the story of it.
Yeah.
Of the Echlinville estate. So the growth of the barley, the malting of the barley, again, they're not mass malting barley. I mean, anybody who thinks that they're up there malting, tens of thousands of tons, it's not happening.
No.
But they're doing it for these projects. They're doing the malting, they're doing the distilling, they're doing the bottling. Everything has been done. It's the first, without picking a fight with anybody, it's the first true field to glass.
Yeah.
Because, other ones have grown the barley and bottled the barley or distilled it and bottled it. But they're malting it and everything else. Every part of it is literally their estate.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to have. There's only 2 of them in the auction. I was even surprised to see 2 of them because I thought a lot of people would be holding on to them. But there is 2 of them in the auction. Where they're going to land, I'll never know. That is literally, I don't know. They were $395 retail, which I think was a cracking price.
Fantastic price.
For the inaugural release. It is a bit high, but it had to be. It deserves to be high.
Oh, it does. And you've got that, as you said, it's a fantastic, there was a lot of thought put into these boxes.
Yep.
And you've got 2 bottles of distinctly different styles of whiskey.
Yep.
So, I don't think it was that dear.
No, it's not that dear. But again, it's the first release from a distillery. Some people might go, now other brands have gone bananas with the first releases. And they deserve a kick in them. King gang, girly, all I watch, king gang. Anyhow, but this just does, I think it does its service. The problem being is, are people going to be opening the bottles? And I think they need to be opening the bottles to taste it, to experience it. If you get an opportunity, there will be a bottle of each open in JJ Sheehy's. If you are in the area, we are going to have a bottle of the pot still and the single malt available. I think a few of the bars, the likes of the Sky in the Ground, the Palace Bar, the Bankers Bar, I think the Duke is going to have one as well. So there is going to be a few bars like that that are going to have. I know that Dunville's have Echlinville. Dunville's.
I know, it's supposed to have it.
Have made the bottles available to these places as well to have behind the bar, because ultimately they want people engaging with the brand, drinking the whiskey and knowing what the Echlinville DNA is going to be. Because you've now got Old Comer as one, you've got the Dunvilles, and now you've got the Echlinville.
Yeah.
You've got 3 brands there. They're going to be 3 distinct brands. I think the plan is that Old Comer's sort of going to become the pot still element of the Echlinville project.
Right, okay.
The entire Echlinville project. Dunville's is going to stay as the sourced brand, and then Echlinville is going to have the malt under its official title. I think that's it. I could be wrong. Please don't shout at me if I'm wrong. Charlotte.
Poor Charlotte.
He does shout at me an awful lot. He's always calls me an idiot and everything, and it's terrible. So if I had feelings, he could hurt me.
I know.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid.
So that's it. They're live in the auction. There's plenty of other bottles. I think we're about the 1100 mark.
Close to, yeah.
Close to the 1100 mark, is it? Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's telling me yep. So it's a decent sized auction. Small enough for us.
Yes.
Last month was 1500. But again, it is summer and everything else. There's a good melange of everything. We're doing charity bottles tomorrow.
We are.
And then we're live at 5. So until then,
Mi amigos.
mes amigos.
That's French and Spanish.
I'm multilingual, Katie.
There you go.
Multilingual. Bye.
Bye.